Japan versus Britain, a case of mistaken etiquette. In 1862, the powerful Japanese lord Shimazu was traveling with his men near Yokohama. They encountered 4 British merchants on horseback. By Japanese custom, commoners were supposed to dismount and kneel for nobility. The Brits, unaware, kept riding. The hot-tempered samurai attacked, killing 1 Englishman and seriously wounding 2 others. This caused a major international incident. Britain was furious and demanded Japan to punish the killers and pay compensation. But the scholar Fukuzama, the man later featured on the 10,000 yen note, allegedly made a critical mistranslation. He rendered the demand punish the killer as something like hand over Shimazu's head. The Japanese heard this and thought, what? They want our lord's head? To arms! They prepared for war. In August 1863, a British fleet sailed to Kagoshima to demand justice. The Japanese coast gun batteries fought back fiercely, heavily damaging the British flagship and killing its captain. British casualty 63, but for Japan 17. But Japan's newly built modern factories was destroyed. After the fight, Japanese were shocked by the power of British warships and artillery. They quickly apologized and paid the indemnity and sent their best students to the Britain to study the Navy. For example, Yamamoto, who later became an admiral of the Navy, and Togo, a hero of Russo-Japanese War. Britain, impressed by Japan's pragmatic attitude, decided to back Japan to contain Russia. World War II in the Pacific. The Malayan Campaign, 1941. After attacking Pearl Harbor, Japan turned to strike British territories. In Malaya, the Japanese pulled a surprising tactic. They used bicycles. Thousands of troops on bicycles moved swiftly through jungle's path, outflanking British positions. Combined with effective air power, they sank the British Royal Navy's 2 most powerful warships in the region, the HMS Prince of Wales and HMS Repulse. Britain's naval dominance in Asia collapsed in days. The Japanese then assaulted Singapore. The British garrison of over 80,000 thought the fortress was impregnable, but the Japanese attacked from an unexpected direction. On February 15, 1942, the British surrendered. It was a catastrophic blow. Prime Minister Winston Churchill called it the worst disaster in British military history. At the same time, Japanese forces attacked Hong Kong. After 18 days of fighting, the British colony surrendered on Christmas Day, 1941, making a temporary end to a century of British rule. Japan's aggression eventually backfired. In 1944, they launched a disastrous invasion of British India, the Battle of Imphal. The terrible supply lines. The Japanese army starved. Over half of the 100,000 strong force died from disease and hunger in the jungle. In the Indian Ocean, the Japanese Navy also failed to dislodge the British. No permanent friends or enemies. It's all about interests. These 2 island nations, who once teacher and student, then bitter enemies, are now strategic partners and allies. Their story is a perfect lesson in how international relationship can change completely over time. Okay, that's pretty much of it. Subscribe and tell me if you like more of these videos. I'll see you in the next one.